get ready with me. Before I start, I'm gonna just throw a scarf over myself because if I drop stuff on my top, which I do, I drop a lot of stuff, then I'm gonna be mad. I just tested out a product that I can't tell you what it is, but when I do tell you, like, I'm bursting of joy. I'm so excited and my skin feels 10 out of 10. But basically, I haven't done a get ready with me in so long and my skin is finally cooperating. I cannot tell you guys how bad, well, I thought my skin was bad. Like, it was not it. Like, I have a mark there, I kind of have a mark there. I had a weird texture all over my face and my skin was like not breaking out, but I had these weird little like bumps all like underneath my skin. Am I making sense? We're gonna excuse the clock ticking. Like, I love my clock, it's so cute, but I fucking hate that. I hate that so much. Anywho, my skin is prepped and primed. I'm gonna do a get ready with me, but it's gonna be very basic, a very quick, like basically what I would do if I was just going out, not out, like I'm not going out of town out or like a whole day out. This would be my, like, if I went to the shopping mall that's like half an hour away from where I live, kind of glam. So let's get into it. We're starting off strong with my e.l.f. Halo Glow, which is supposedly a dupe for Miss Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Not supposedly, it is a dupe. I love this stuff. This is my second one. I feel like I'll still keep getting more of this one because I do love it. But if you're on a budget and you're trying to look cute, it's practically the same thing. Even the shade match. This is in 4.5, this is in shade 4. They're a teeny weeny bit tanned, but because it's going underneath, it's not like, on a day where I feel like it's really, really hot, I'll use just one of these and I won't actually go in with any skin tint, foundation, I forgot my words there, but I would use just this and some concealer. But also, I cannot tell you guys how much I love a big, like, applicator. Look how easy that is to just put on my face. I think an applicator is so important. I know you probably think, oh, it's just what puts the product on your face, but if I don't like the applicator of something, I just won't use it or I will never buy it again. That is Miss Charlotte Tilbury. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I like the e.l.f. bottle because I'll tell you why in a minute. That's e.l.f., that is Charlotte Tilbury. e.l.f. is kind of giving easier application, okay? Also, I love Charlotte Tilbury, but where's everything gone? Everything just comes off the bottle, and anytime I use this, I'll go out and halfway through the day I find red stuff on my face because I must have touched the bottle and then touched my face. This was all writing over here and it's all gone. It's literally just to even out my complexion. How cute is my mirror? Obsessed. But yeah, oh my god, low-key I might just use this and nothing else. It just balances out your skin tone and it actually gives me like a bit of life back into my skin because it's a teeny weeny bit more tanned than my actual skin tone, but my face is just a little pale, as I've said a million times, so I promise it matches. Also, look at the glow. Also, it smells really good. I'm also very big on, how many times did I just say also? Someone tally that shit up. I am very big on smells in products. If something stinks but it's amazing, I'm not going to want to use it because it stinks. Like, that really irritates me. Look how good that looks. Technically, like on a really, really hot summer's day, put this on and just go. Put a bit of mascara on, lip balm, and you're good to go. It's actually really hot in here now. It's like musty. Me and UK weather are not friends. Like, I need to leave the country. I kind of want to go Pakistan. Like I feel like I just need the heat, but then I get there and if I stay there a bit too long, I'm like in tears. Oh my god. So we went, when was the last time I went to Pakistan? I went in 2021. Before I continue with my story, I'm going in with my HMB. I had it already in the shade 2.5W, but I went and got 3W because 2.5 was a teeny weeny bit too light. So I got this one because it's kind of like a correcting shade. Back to my story. I'm just going to pop this, by the way. I'm going to pop a bit there, a bit there, a bit there, and a little bit there. I'm going to let it sit for like 2 minutes while I tell you guys this traumatic story. By the way, I'm using the e.l.f. Halo Glow contour wand. This is meant to be a, look at that, that's the red stuff of the Charlotte Tilbury. That is meant to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury wand, which I was gonna get, right? But then people were like, there's barely any product in it. Saying that, I'm also just using that as an excuse because it's out of stock. Like I can never find it, but I do want to try it. But for now we're using this. I love this stuff. It's so easy to use. I think I'm like just a fan of the wand stitch that we got going on because I really enjoy like fun application on products. Let me actually tell my story now. So we went Pakistan and I think we planned to go for, I want to say 3.5-4 weeks. I could be wrong because this was quite a while ago. What are we in? We're in 2023. Okay, it wasn't that long ago. But basically, it was a very, very, very spontaneous trip. Like, we sat down and I was like, I really want to go to Pakistan. And then we all sat down. We were like, yeah, that would be really good. But we had no plans of going, right? And we spoke to my auntie and my cousins. And we were like, we're thinking of going to Pakistan. Like, shall we all just go? My mum was super spontaneous. She literally got up and she was like, let's just go. So we booked our tickets, packed our luggage and went to Pakistan within the span of like 2 to 3 days. It was a few hours before we were going to go to airport. We were literally out shopping, like getting the last few bits that we needed. But anyways, it was a great trip. The weather was nice. What time was it? I want to say it was like, I don't actually remember what month it was. But anyways, quite a few of us went, right? Me wanting to shut my blinds so no one can see me talking to my phone and recording. But anyways, we were on the plane, we're going to Pakistan, and in our heads we were going for like 3 to 4 weeks. So we went and some of us, not me, my sister, my uncle, some of them ended up coming back early, right? Because they were working, like they had to be back, they didn't have enough holidays. We were there and the whole red list situation was going on and you know, it was great. We had so much fun. We went to like, where did we go? We went to this place like in the mountains and we saw this beautiful lake and we had a lot of fun. Like it was a great trip, right? But you know, when you go to Pakistan, you go because you know I'm going for this long and then I'm coming back. That did not happen with us. So the whole like COVID lockdown stuff is happening. We'd all had our jabs, like we were all fine to go, right? And then while we're there, I think we had like a week left, if that, and we were supposedly coming back. So we were kind of prepping ourselves like, yeah, we've got a week left, let's fit in what we can and then we're going back. And then everyone sat together at my grandma's house and we're checking the news and something about Pakistan being in the red list, or I don't know what it was, but you were not allowed to leave the country. If you were there, like you were there. So our 3.5-4 week trip turned into a 2-month one. I love Pakistan so much. Like family is there, it's different to here, the weather's nice, like the vibes are nice. But when you know you cannot leave and you were meant to be leaving, I don't love it. I was crying so much. My sister had come back, so that was making me even more upset because even though my other siblings were there, my mum, dad, everyone was there, I feel like, because there's only 3 years between us, so we kind of do everything together, and she had come back and I was like, hell to the no. Like I was so upset. I was not sleeping, I was not eating, I was so annoyed, and I was like, literally do whatever you can but take us back. Like I just could not enjoy any of the other time that we were there. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to go out. Like, I love food, right? They were like, let's go out, we'll go eat here, we'll go eat there. I was like, nope, I don't want to do any of it. I think that's the longest I've been in Pakistan, like on a holiday. I've stayed there, I lived there when I was younger for a good 5-6 years, but that's very different to like going for a holiday that you feel like, or you think it's going to be 3 weeks and it's not. So that was honestly quite traumatic. But then the minute I was on the plane coming back, I was like, shit, like I'm gonna miss it. And then we haven't actually been since then. So yeah, I think we were all literally so fed up with like the restrictions and like everything that was happening with COVID that we needed an escape. But our escape ended up with us trapped in the escape. So it was no longer an escape. It was trauma. I remember FaceTiming my friends and I was like, guys, like I'm not coming back when I'm meant to come back. Anywho, you know, love Pakistan. I wouldn't mind going back if I was not stuck there for 2 months. Look how nicely that blended out, by the way. I've been talking so much and I did not once talk about the blend. Look how, I feel like the camera's not even picking it up. It just blends out so flawlessly, and the shades, the shade range. This is 3W for reference, and then I am going to go in with 2.5 just in the inner corner to brighten. But yeah, look at my skin. Look at my skin. This is no filter. This is, oh my god, I didn't end up using another skin tint after the e.l.f. Halo Glow. Me forgetting to say that. But look how perfect my skin looks right now. As perfect as it could. I'm going to go in with shade 2.5 in my inner corner. Not me saying this is a everyday makeup routine, but I'm actually doing a bit more than I would do every day. Look how snatched my nose contour is. It's never that snatched. I feel like when I try and cream contour my nose with a brush, I end up very like, I just mess it up. I don't know. I have the most precise brush and I can't do it. But this wand is just a 1-2 blend, done. Look at my nose. Cream blush. I loved Made by Mitchell Sweet Cheeks, right? I still love it, but I've had this one for quite a while, so low-key she is running out. She is finishing. Look at her. Made by Mitchell. I feel like I just woke up one day and the brand was trending and now I see it everywhere. Like any app I go on, it's Made by Mitchell, and I'm so here for it. I'm not mad about it. Guys, I want to go try a Tim Hortons today. I've never had it, right? It's like, I want to say like 25 minutes, half an hour away from here, but it's a drive-through. So we can go. One time we drove past it and I was like, let's go. And the queue was like, whoa, it was very long. And I was like, I need a drink and I need a drink now. And I cannot be bothered to wait in a queue that long. So I didn't actually end up getting it. I had a Starbucks instead. I like Starbucks and me need to collab at this point, because the amount I drink that, it's not even good. It is not good at all. I feel like every second time I go, I've got a rewards drink to claim on the app because I'm having it that much. Anywho, I'm not mad about it. I love Starbucks. Saying that, guys, every time I go, I'm like, I'm gonna try something new today. I try something new and it's disgusting. Like, I hate every other drink I've tried. Right, what is this lighting doing? Because this is not okay. I kind of wanted to go make a coffee while I filmed this, so I had a little sippy sip drink, but I don't want to drink a coffee and then go get a drink. This is giving really sweaty, not dewy, it's giving sweaty, but I'm not sweaty, okay? Also, oh my god, guys, I don't know what it is, but I had close to non-existent eyelashes, right? Like, oh, my eyelashes have always been, they're not really short, but when I curl them, you like, okay, here you can see, but there's not a lot going on, right, with my eyelashes. But the last, like, I want to say like 3 months, I don't know what it is, but my eyelashes look way longer, but I've not been using a lash serum. But then I'm like, is it some of the oil, like, makeup cleansers or removers that I'm using? Like, do they have something in them that's making my lashes grow? Because, you know, what is going on? You can actually see my eyelashes and there's no like mascara on them or anything. This is what I mean about UK weather. Where was the sun 2 minutes ago? I'm just patting my concealer into the skin. This has just become a get ready with me more than a makeup tutorial, because I don't know what you guys are gonna learn from this, since you can barely see anything because of the sun. Just know that this looks amazing. The sun is really helping melt all of this into my skin. Don't come for my beauty blender, okay? I feel like I clean it, 2 days later it looks like this. And why does it work better when it's filled up with other products? I don't know. We're gonna use the Jordana Tisha powder, and when I got this, she had only released the mini, so I've only got the mini, and when it runs out I'm gonna cry. So I actually need to check on the website if there's a full size. To be fair, a little goes a long way, because I feel like I've had this for quite a few months, but I've just been very obsessed with it recently, so it's gonna finish very, very quick. Always pat your powder on the back of your hand, because if you just go straight in to the pot and then onto your face, you're gonna have more powder on some places of the path, so you need to evenly distribute it on your hand first, and then look up and set into place, and then I kind of just bring it down the sides of my nose. Whatever's left, I just pat it on my chin. I literally only like to powder under my eyes and a bit on my chin. That's it, because I don't have super oily skin. I don't have dry skin either, but I prefer to leave the rest of my skin kind of like dewy. Also because I don't actually have like foundation on or anything, so I don't actually need to powder anywhere. But if I did, I'd take my Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder and pat it over the rest of my face. Look how stunning that looks. Oh, this powder, by the way, so you have the bottom, which is a loose powder, and then you just pull it up. You have a cute mirror, and you have a pressed powder, which I love. I think that's the most genius thing I have ever seen in a powder, and I much rather prefer to carry, did that even make sense? I would much rather carry this powder, because it's got a mirror, a pressed powder and a loose powder in one, because normally I'd carry like my Huda or Laura Mercier loose powder, and then I'd carry a Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder because it's got a mirror and it's a pressed powder, but this is all three in one. Bronzer, I have been loving, you can't really see that because it's all come off, but it's the Colourpop Talk to the Palm bronzer. It's not too warm toned, but it's also not as cool toned as a cool toned bronzer, and it's almost a bit like spongy, like you could press into it almost. But I have been loving this. A teeny bit of definition. I have found my way back, if I can open it, to my Milani Dolce Pink blush. I think any Milani blushes I've tried I have been obsessed with. I don't even use highlighter once I've used this. The Too Faced chocolate brown mascara. You can't really tell in the sun. It makes my eyes look that little bit more brown. I really would open all the blinds so we don't have lines going down my face, but I don't want everyone outside looking at me, so that's really great. Also, I don't know what lip to go for. I have a lip balm on, but it was teeny weeny bit tinted, so that's why my lips look a little bit pink. Every day I get ready, when I'm going out, I'm like, I'm gonna try a different lip and I'm gonna be really adventurous, and then I end up doing a brown lip liner and a nudie brown gloss. Let's actually do something different today. This is a Maybelline lipstick. It's a cream lipstick in the shade Pink Fling, and I actually love it. It's like a nudie pink, not a pink pink. I like a light pink center if I do a dark lip liner. I don't mind that. Otherwise, I'm just brown lip liner, brown gloss kind of vibe. I'm taking this lip liner. This is actually from MUA. It's the Is it in the shade it's in the shade Obsession, I believe. Because I have been using my Kiko lip liner to the point where people are like, literally use something else. I'm like, okay, don't be too thorough. I go over my Cupid's bow. Like, I don't actually do the Cupid's bow, I just go over it, and then stay true to your natural lip line. Again, I go a teeny bit under on the bottom of my lip, and then the rest stay true because you don't want a line going all the way. Saying that, sometimes I actually set my lip liner with a translucent powder now, because sometimes I go out and I'll eat or drink and my lip liner looks like I've tried to overline really badly, and I hate it. It smells like cupcakes, kind of. I don't know. It is a stunning shade. Look at it. I kind of love how that looks. I'm going to set my face with the Quarterly Beauty Elixir. I love this stuff. I want to like put this in the fridge and wake up and spray it every morning. It's very cooling and refreshing and minty. It's minty, that's the word I was looking for. I actually need another one because it's up to there. I did not expect to like it that much. And I was gonna repurchase it, but they only had the mini, and the mini is not gonna last me long, so I need to just get the big one. That is the finished vibe. I would say that was some of my fave products, my everyday reach for products. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications if you want to be notified, which you do, every time I post or I upload. And let me know what you guys would like to see next. Mwah.